I'm Steve Wishau, head of product, and what we're going to be walking through our new upgraded machine connections feature. Previously, as part of an interaction with other equipment on the shop floor, we have to manage each individual connection, whether it's an OPC server or a PLC, in a way of independent, unique connections. So that's going to be supplying an IP address and communicating with all those tag paths or PLCs, regardless of whether it's a specific piece of hardware or a software device. And this is going to be representative of other software sets as well, where each individual data point and connection has to be individually configured. As we have upgraded to managing that at a high level for the factory. So every OPC server, PLC is going to be able to be managed as part of a table connection here. In this example, we're going to be managing a overall battery module running down a production line where we can interact with the equipment, receiving that information that's relevant for a manufacturing process, but also establishing those information and communicating back and forth with the machine and telling the machine when it's appropriate to start working. So all of these are now available via the action config process as part of our overall connections. So when we set up these machine connections, there's a few different options for us to be able to manage. And that's going to include starting a machine with PICO remotely without having to interact with another HMI, subscribing and reading a specific tag or path until there's a state change or a specific value is reached, or instantly reading or writing data, receiving or telling information when we need it on the manufacturing floor. So the quick example we'll walk through is making sure that an epoxy temperature is at the right state before we actually start the machine, and that's going to layer on the rest of our expected error proofing as part of our work instructions. So in this case, I'm going to select my server or the equipment that's doing the work. I'm going to select my epoxy temperature to be able to manage that path. And this is going to be looking for a specific value for it to reach. So in this case, I'm waiting for that temperature to reach 95 degrees before I'm able to start that equipment. And this is going to be applicable for any station that is performing work at the piece of equipment. So from there, we can start integrating those PLCs in a little bit more efficient manner to be able to communicate and receive data as part of our structure. So if you're interested in learning more, visit picomes.com and reach out to start checking out our machine connections.